Welcome back to another episode of NFT Catcher Podcast. We'd like to remind everybody that nothing on the show is meant as financial advice, and to please do your own research. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
Now the subject is NFTs.
They're known as non-fungible tokens, or NFTs.
NFTs are exploding in popularity.
This is a technology that will forever change the way people interact.
So it is happening whether you understand it and like it or not.
This phenomenon is moving. The digital.
You have now joined Jenny from the blockchain and Michael Keene on the NFT Catcher Podcast.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast with me, Jenny from the blockchain, and my co-host, Michael Keene. For today's episode, we have something a little bit different. We are going to do a short recap on what happened in the space, but most of the time we are going to be talking about Killer Whales. We're going to be reviewing Killer Whales, the show that recently came out. It's on Amazon. It's on, every streaming platform, apparently, YouTube. And this is what it is. This is how they describe it on Amazon. Sink or swim as entrepreneurs from all over the world pitch their groundbreaking crypto and NFT businesses to the panel of killer whale judges, aiming to gain as many swim votes as possible and avoid the dreaded sink. So essentially, Killer Whales is like a Shark Tank, but for NFT and crypto projects, basically. And it very much feels like that. That's kind of the vibe when you watch it as well. But season 1 just came out. There's 5 episodes, and they're all different. Some of them are about security, some of them NFTs, one of them's gaming, one of them's entertainment, one of them's real world. So yes, today we have Andy joining us. He's our special guest. That's right, Andy, our producer. He has come on. He's very excited to share his thoughts on Killer Whales. We're going to talk about our opinions on it, pros and cons, and what we would rate this, I guess, whether it sinks or swims in our eyes. But yes, Andy, welcome to the show.
Hey, thanks for having me. Or putting up with me.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much for joining us.
He said thanks for putting up with me. What is up? Oh my God. This show, Jenny, you sound so excited to review this show.
Yeah, no, I mean, I will say I don't usually watch TV shows, and neither does Michael. So, I don't know, keep that in mind because
I watch a lot, so I think that's
okay,
why I'm here.
There we go. Yeah, that's why Andy's here, because he watches shows, so he has an accurate judgment. I get bored really easily, and I definitely took breaks while watching the episodes. Like, I just would pause to take a nap, and I'm like, no, I need to finish watching this. Like, I had to really push through. But yeah, okay, so I don't know. How should we kick this off? Like, what do we even start with?
So it felt to me like walking through NFT NYC and all the booths. And the people at the booths were the ones that were presenting to the whales.
Yes,
okay.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Not a lot of good ones. Or
there were some good ones. I mean, we had Michael K from what is it? Shield NFT? What's his
Wild Guard.
From Wild Guard.
Oh, Wild Guard. Yeah.
Did they all say swim to that or no?
Oh yeah, they all swam.
By the way, that was the best one.
We forgot to say spoiler alert. We are definitely spoiling everything from the show. So if you care about it being spoiled for you, then I guess go watch it first, then come back and listen. So yeah, sorry about that. But there's also 5 judges in each episode, and they switch off. Although some of the judges they have on most of the episodes, Wendy O, I think she was the only person that was on every single episode.
I think so. Maybe not one, but
maybe not
what did
one.
you guys think? What did you guys think of the judges in general? That's kind of what was interesting to me. I kind of wanted to see how they were going to.
The judges were cool. I mean, they were there just having fun, and I don't know if they were totally honest. They were playing a part. Some of the stuff they're probably I guess I'm looking at the list of judges if we have questions about who anybody was.
Yeah, maybe we should go through the judges and say what we think about if we had a strong opinion about someone in particular.
The first one, Yeah, go ahead. Do you have the list?
No, yeah. Do you know how to pronounce the first guy's last name? Because I don't.
Is it Scaramucci?
Yeah,
Nawful?
yeah.
Oh, Scaramucci. Yeah, that's Andy probably loves
Anthony
Scaramucci.
Scaramucci. He's a finance mogul, and he kind of looks like the Wolf of Wall Street guy, Jordan Belfort, doesn't he?
Yeah, they're like a similar vibe. They're a similar vibe, like New York, Long Island kind of.
Wearing a whole
Absolutely,
suit,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, definitely. Right. That's the same. They have the same vibe. They definitely have a similar vibe. Scaramucci, believe it or not, was Donald Trump's press secretary for like 3 days.
Really? 3
Yes.
days? That's so
Yes.
short.
Yes. Yes. One of his claims to fame. They were. I think he was close with Trump for a while. He's a funny dude. He's smart. He's very smart. He's been at the forefront of a lot of things. He's done really well for himself. Anthony Scaramucci.
Andy, what do you think about him?
He was actually on Celebrity Big Brother, probably the same year after Trump, and stayed about the same length in that. He was going pretty fast, but yeah, he seems like an all right character for the show purposes. I think that's the kind of person they're looking for. A little skeezy maybe, but like, also very wise in finance.
Yeah, I actually liked him. Like, he was one of my favorite killer whales.
He's not so bad. Speaking of skeezy, Mario Nawful.
Oh God. Okay, so he's described as a serial entrepreneur on there, but really it should say serial scammer.
I mean, the only thing I know about him is, so I mean, you could, like, he might be a scammer. We'll talk. I'd love to hear, is that he hosts Twitter spaces and he puts like sensational titles, like whatever the something about Gaza, something about Ukraine. Not that those are not important to talk about, but his are very sensational just to get people in. And some of his spaces haven't been horrible, but I haven't listened too much. That's what I know about him. What did he scam?
So hold on, let me try to find something. But Andy, go ahead. What are your thoughts on him?
Yeah.
It was the number of people in the Twitter spaces was controversial, right? Was that like botted or?
I'm pretty sure it was botted for a while. Also, it's like the number one suggested space to me all the time, no matter what.
Okay.
If he's hosting a space.
I think I am following somebody that accused him of scam. I'd have to look. It might be like SBM attorney or something, but
yeah,
I actually wanted to hate him a lot more than I wound up during this. So he didn't come off as
no, like honestly, he actually interviewed Hunter Biden like early on Twitter Spaces, and it was like weird. But the more I got to know who he was, like,
that's really weird.
Yeah, right. Wasn't that weird? And you know, Hunter Biden sold NFTs for like a lot of money. Oh, you don't know about that, Andy? Look that up.
Politics anymore, man.
Hunter, if you want to talk about dark money, Hunter Biden sold. Look it up, Andy. I know he sold NFTs for like $500,000 or something.
Okay, but this is what I found. Zach XBT had written a thread on him. That's why I said he's a scammer. And he was using Zach XBT's name in his like marketing pitch deck to like shill his marketing services, acting like Zach XBT like
he's
backs him.
Right.
Yeah, and he was like spreading a lot of misinformation during the FTX incident and everything. And I don't know, he has like a whole thread on him, so that's why I say that. But I agree with Andy. I actually, as much as I came into it like, oh my God, that serial scammer, like he was likable. And I was like, ugh, like I hate that I like him because he was, except for the last episode that he was in, the last one, he was just like really mean for no reason. But all the other episodes that he was in, I thought he was like really nice and constructive, and he's very likable. He's a very likable dude.
Who else you got, Mike?
Okay. Who else we got? Okay. Oh yeah, let's keep moving. Well, Illa's next up on there. Illa, the producer. Grammy nominated music producer, works at Yuga. I've messaged Illa a few times to come on the show, and he has not responded back, so I need to abstain. I'm joking. I do like Illa. I do like Illa, but I want him to come on the show. There's some people I could ask that are pretty close to him that when we're ready to have him, we can definitely get him on. But he follows me and he does not respond to my DMs. So he gets them. You know what I mean? Like they come in like everyone else's do. And he even says on Twitter Spaces,
he follows you. He doesn't even follow me.
Yeah.
Wow.
even. Well, I know. Well, I was a Bored Ape. He's trying. Like,
Yeah.
I don't even
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
man. Like, I met the guy. He just don't respond to me. That's okay, Illa. I understand. What do you got? Where are you guys at?
Oh, yeah. As far as Illa, he seemed fine. I mean, I don't know. He was
he
given a
was
lot of
chill.
swims.
All right, the other. Let's see. We got the other ones of important stuff. Unless you guys want to mention other people, but K Money and Alex Finn, formerly known
they
as
were
NFT
on
God.
one episode. Like, I thought
Yeah,
that
but they were
gonna
on
have
our. They were our guests. They actually came on our
Yeah.
show.
I know,
So
but I
figured-
just mean, like, I
Oh,
felt
you
like
thought they'd be more? They were each just one. Yeah.
yeah,
Same.
they were on it the least. Everybody else was on it like multiple times, but they were on it only
Yeah.
one episode, the very last episode. So if you want to watch them, episode 5. And I feel like I was kind of like disappointed with K Money because I mean, for like being like a comedian, he wasn't really like funny on there.
Yeah.
And he was just really like kind of behind the scenes, like he didn't really, I don't know, he was just very like chill.
There was
And
a few he
then-
couldn't even vote for.
Oh, that
Oh
was so
yeah, that's
dumb.
right. I know. They're like, oh well, we 3 of us have invested in that, so
Yeah.
That was so lame that they even chose.
I know.
Like, why wouldn't they choose other whales that could vote?
Yeah,
'Cause
that's
then
actually ridiculous that they did
it
it
just
that
made
way.
no sense.
I think they just wanted to show it off or something. I guess that way they were trying. Oh, we're trying to be.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and NFT God, I thought he was like putting on like a character. Like he seemed like he was Andy, do you feel me? Like he was
Yeah.
he was like putting
he
on
He
this
is a
cracks.
front.
character. He's always a character. Like he was a character as NFT God, And now he's doing like, have you seen his content recently? He's talking about all kinds of different stuff.
I haven't seen his content.
His content is basically like how to get more followers. What else does he talk about?
I wanted to like him in this, and I just like
Yeah.
didn't. I didn't like his character in this. He was too
Yeah.
like it was
Like,
weird because then he did. First of all, the one they were like, "Oh, only 2 of us can vote because the rest of us can't." Because
Mhm.
I don't know, we're involved in the company, whatever. So then he automatically said, "No, I don't like this company." And then the other person says, "Yes, I do like this." So then they're like, "Okay, well, if you can get NFT God to change their vote." Then the guy says a little 30-second pitch. All of a sudden, he's like, "Oh, you sold me." Like, it was like, all of a
Yes.
sudden, he changes to a yes. Like, it was
I didn't
totally
buy that.
life-changing
Yes, he
what the guy
cracked. I
said.
didn't buy it.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that was a little cheesy, but
Yeah, he was a sink. Sorry, Alex.
it was a sink. Oh, are we making the judges sink or something?
Andy with a
Damn.
hot take right now. I'm here for that. Let's.
Yes.
All right.
Here for
Yeah.
Andy,
I
what
thought
else
I
you
was going to
got?
give Wendy a sink too, but she was probably my favorite because she was probably the most.
Ooh.
I don't know. I seemed like authentic.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily like her Twitter personality, but she came up all right this to me.
No, I agree 100% with that. Like, first of all, I did think it was like a little cheesy, like her and what was the guy's name?
Oh, Ran.
Oh, Ran, that they had like a little
Yeah.
feud. It was like, okay, like clearly they were making them have a little feud. But I did like her a lot, and she was very well spoken, and she like related things to herself a lot without like making it seem like, oh my God, she's talking about herself again. Like, I thought she did really good, and yeah, I liked her too. I am also kind of like on the fence about her usually, but on the
Yeah.
show, I'm like, oh, she's actually pretty good.
I forgot about Ran. I think he disappeared from some of the later ones. He kind of
Yeah.
was a good foil for that. Yeah, it's kind of surprising they got him out of there.
He was like in the first 3 episodes. I liked him a lot too. I actually really liked him.
He was the one that would offer mentorship.
Yes, he's the only one that offered.
Oh, let's talk about what these
mentorship.
guys won.
Yeah, please, please.
Okay.
Let's talk about it.
The prize, if you do get the, I guess, the swims, is the money can't buy mentorship.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel like they gotta do something better for. I don't know what that actually gives you, other than if Ran is like offering mentorship on the side anyway. I don't know.
So, like, listen, one of them. What was the one that was the marketplace where the guy made his own blockchain and it was a marketplace and everybody said
that
swim?
was- Yeah, that was like Gear Up. No.
So there was this one, right? It was this guy
Going
made
to
a
make it
blockchain.
marketplace,
He
Tommy.
he put $10 million into of his own money into this.
Yeah.
They all gave him swim, and then I went to his thing, his website, and there was zero activity, zero action, nobody doing anything on there. And they all gave him a swim. I'm just like, and that was like 6 months ago.
I think this is the guy that NFT God changed his mind on, and they only had 2
Yes, that's
votes.
exactly what it was. And he changed his mind. So he was wrong. They were all wrong because
No,
it's
but
not.
NFT God was like, I don't like that you put $10 million. That's a bad thing. Like, why would that be a bad thing that he put 10 million of his own money in there? Like, what?
Oh my god.
My
Anyway,
note says
sorry, Andy.
NFT God creeped out.
Mm.
Yeah, he was not down with it. Yeah, that's a lot of money, but I don't know. I'm not a judge.
But
Yeah.
it's not going anywhere. It's not doing anything. What was it called again? Let me go there right now. What was it called?
Gonna make it marketplace. I think.
Yep, that's right. GonnaMakeIt.com. GMI testnet airdrop. Is this the guy? Yep. Visit marketplace. All right, I'm going. 0-day volume. There's 0 volume today on this marketplace. And I think also the collections are just copycat collections of ETH collections like Azuki, Bored Ape Yacht Club.
Oh, geez.
Those are and it's trading in. So like the floor of the Bored Ape Yacht Club is 23 cents in US dollars on this chain. And there's no, I'm sorry, I don't mean to crush this guy. It just shows that the show is just so weird. Like, how could they all be like swim and there's literally nothing going on?
Well,
Like,
I
doesn't
think
it just
3 of them
make
were
it?
invested in it, right?
to
Is that
ma-
why they couldn't?
I guess, but everyone else
Yeah.
says swim. They just made it to me. I'm just like, it doesn't. The show doesn't even make sense. There's no prize. There's no teeth. There's no like the Shark Tank one. If they keep saying yes to bad investments, like it's going to be horrible for them. But like this show, it just didn't matter. I don't know. I didn't get it.
Yeah, the thing that was kind of confusing was like at one point they said at first they said, oh, you have to have majority swim in order for it to be overall swim, and then you get the money can't buy mentorship. But then they like switched it up and they were like, only if you get everybody saying swim. And then it was like a huge deal if everybody got swim, but then it wasn't as big of a deal if majority was swim. Like, I don't know, it was really weird. And yeah, I didn't like that there was not any actual like prize. It was like these people were being so vulnerable and talking about how they're like so down bad and like putting their all into the company. And then for what? Just for some advice from some people that not even sure if half of them are really all that credible to give them advice.
Yeah, they're like Twitter influencers and like podcast.
Some of
hosts
them,
and stuff.
yeah.
I know. Some. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
And Andy's boy Scaramucci.
The mooch. Bring them back.
Yes. Oh, also we didn't even finish the Killer Whales because they had Austin and Aaron Arnold, which are twins. Shout out to twins. They are media entrepreneurs. They're the Altcoin Daily founders, which I thought was cool. I actually got confused. I thought that I was like, wait, Aaron, I thought I saw that his name was Arnold. And then on one of them, they had both of them. And I was like, oh, they're twins. Like there's 2 of them.
So I think it's their
cool.
show, right? They are producing it. Yeah.
Oh wait, this is their show, The Killer Whales?
I think it's a coin market cap, like a affiliation, maybe. I could be wrong.
Interesting.
Mike, you're on the website, right?
Yeah, I'm on the website. It doesn't say that in their bios.
Okay, I'm wrong then.
Yeah, you very well might be right. They're the last 2 listed on the whales. It also says, by the way, you can apply for season 2 right now.
Hey.
Wow, I like.
Maybe they got money.
Yo, no, maybe, but even if they asked, I don't think I would go on.
I have so many questions though. Like, is anybody getting paid? Probably not, right? Like, are the whales getting paid?
The whales are definitely getting paid.
Are they?
Yeah, I would hope they are.
1,000%.
Okay.
That's how Scaramucci's not coming. Why would he come on there for free? Look like an idiot.
For
He's not-
exposure.
Nah, there's no exposure. I mean,
well, no, okay, they were
well,
on like.
You know what? You learned who he was. You didn't know who he was.
I
so
didn't
there's
know
exposure.
who half these people were.
Yeah.
But also, they were on like a New York Times billboard. Like,
Yeah.
They've been
Okay. But
advertising this in the
have
real
they?
world.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. They have to have gotten paid. They have to have gotten paid.
Well, hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully somebody's getting paid because
I know.
there's no money prize involved in this. So
Ooh, gonna make it marketplace.
oh yeah, and then the last, I think this is the last person that we didn't bring up. Actually there was two more ladies on the show. Gravy Chen, who is managing director for BitGet, and then Yev Broshevan, who's a security expert. They were both chill. I mean, they seemed really smart. Like, I don't know. They weren't on that many episodes, but yeah, Andy,
Yeah.
do you have anything to say about them?
No, I mean, I vaguely, I mean, I think they were like one-offs too. I remember Yev was the
Yeah.
security, and I forget Gracie. But yeah, some of these whales you just didn't get a chance to know because they were only on there once.
Yeah.
So the ones you wound up kind of liking, whether for better or worse, are the ones that were, at least
Mhm.
there a couple times.
Yeah, which was Windio, Mario, Nafal, Ron, Nooner, and then I mean, and the Anthony guy, Anthony
Scaramucci.
Scaramucci. Those
And I
were
feel like
really
one of the
repeat-
twins were there each time.
Oh, I'm like, yeah. Well, they kind of switched off, but yeah, them as
The power.
as a whole, like the twins were on every episode. But also another thing that I thought was really interesting was, first of all, for someone that doesn't watch TV shows, like I don't know if this is what they do nowadays with shows, but I just felt like they just like jumped into it too fast. Like they just like within 2 minutes, all of a sudden there was somebody pitching. Like I would have loved a little bit more of a storyline about like the whales. They gave like a snippet of each whale, and I would have loved to kind of, learned about their credibility, built a little rapport, like had a little bit more going on there, as well as like the show in general. Like if they could have explained better the show, like I don't know. I just felt like it was very just like boop, on to the next thing. Like it was just so like all of a sudden we're into the show. And there wasn't really like a here's what the show is. So I would have wished they would have built it out a little bit more.
They definitely assumed you knew Shark Tank, this sort of format,
Mm-hmm.
which, I mean, I've seen a few times, but that's not my normal type of show either. So,
Yeah, that's a really good point, Jenny. It's definitely, they could have been like, hey, here's, Scaramucci, and show him in his office and what he's working on. And each of the different people to start the episode, it would have taken 30 seconds each. And yeah, you don't
like I
really know
said-
what it's about. There's no, sorry, Andy, I'll let you go, but there's
you
no
go.
point to, I don't think they had really much because there wasn't really a point to the show. Like maybe like, hey, like each of these whales we bring on, they're going to find a company that they want to join and help or something. You know what I mean? Like something. Like it's just like the mentorship that money can't buy with who?
Right, because that's the thing with Shark Tank. It's like, oh, we want to,
Yeah,
I want to invest,
Cuban or
and it's
right,
like you know exactly
exactly.
who. Oh, Mark Cuban. That's they're pairing up together. Okay, them two, and the rest say no. But then
Yeah.
with this, it's like, oh, if you get an overall swim, then like I guess everybody on the panel mentors you or something. Like it was kind of unclear, or is it like, oh, it was only the people that said yes? Like it wasn't really like clear cut. And then it was like a huge deal if all of this said yes, but then it was like, wasn't that the same perks as the when they just some of them said yes? It was I don't know, it was wasn't well structured. I also thought the narrator was so funny because the narrator sounded like the Discovery Channel person. Like I was like, why does this
I didn't
sound
write
like
that note down, but you're right.
yeah, I'm like, this doesn't seem like the right type of narrator for this. They sound like they were just narrating some tigers in the jungle or something.
Yeah, Rand was like the only one that offered like money or time, like from the whole bunch. I mean, they needed more people like him. I guess more
Yeah.
VC, really.
Yeah, he was the only venture capitalist. That's true.
Because yeah, what's the stakes otherwise?
Right. They're like, yes, I got swim. Oh, what did I get? Oh, I didn't really get anything. I just
Yeah.
I just got everyone's approval. Like they're just like wanting people's approval. That's really just it. It seems, and there's not really like a follow. That would have been nice too if there was some type of like follow up. Like, oh, after mentorship from these whales, 6 months later, or, I don't know, maybe not 6 months, but, the company ended up doing this. Cause it's like some of them you're like, oh my God, like if they don't do something amazing in the next few months, like it seems like they're going to die. Like some of them, like it was like really sink or swim time for those companies. So
Were there any other than Wildcard? Is there anything you guys were impressed with?
Let me go through. You know what? The last one, the one fashion metaverse, I thought looked cool, like from the Polish guys. But I mean, it just looked cool. Other than that, I mean, I don't know. Let me see what's
Was there
I
a
saw-
name for it? Do you know the name of it?
a
Positive Pandas. Joking.
Not familiar.
Yeah.
Ape Water. Did you like that?
Oh, yeah, Ape
that's
Water's great.
right.
Ape Water's great. I forgot about that. Ape Water's
forgot
badass.
about them too.
That
Yeah.
got all swims. Yeah.
Yep. You can just use them for every single event, and there's no
100%,
reason
yeah.
they shouldn't.
Wait, how about the punk derivative guy?
Oh God.
That was so random. Like, I'm coming out with a punk derivative project.
He got
Like-
3 swims too.
Yeah.
Oh, I literally have
No.
yawn on that.
Are you serious? What was his angle? That he got swims for that.
You know what? The 2 sinks were from NFT God and K Money, who knew
Yeah,
better.
because they knew. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Like K Money was
They're
like,
like,
no, he was like, this is literally just a derivative of like punks. Like, why would you just do a derivative and not an original project? Which was like, yeah, like that's what everyone's thinking.
I think the saving grace was it was on the XRP blockchain.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I guess
and
that was
other people were like, I think you're gonna swim, buddy.
Well, it's like I guess that was like it's gonna be like the first project on XRP,
Oh
right?
my
Wasn't that what it was?
God.
yeah.
Something like that. So they're like, oh, okay, maybe this new chain will take off.
Yeah, because they each got 50 of them airdropped.
Yeah, yeah.
How dare you suggest that, Andy? How dare you suggest that? They probably do swim. Everybody that says swim gets 500 XRP punks airdropped.
Oh, I don't know my XRP address, but
Yeah.
Okay, so
oh, Mike.
Uh,
I'm
oh yeah, go ahead.
Oh, I was
Yes,
going to
sir.
ask. There was one NFT ticket. One. Did you get the?
Yeah, you know what I did,
I wanted to
and
ask you about
I
that,
mean,
yeah.
it's always interesting to hear about NFT tickets. But I went to the website, and there was also just nothing going on. I forget the name of it. I can look again, but it's just
Celebrate ticks.
Yeah. I mean, interesting idea. You know, everyone's got an idea, but you got to get really what you got to get is Celebrate Ticks. Yeah. I was on their website for a while. You have to get venues. You have to have events. Like there's 99% of the venues. If you're an NFT ticketing company, you can't have Token Proof does really well is people can have an event anywhere now at a bar, at a park or anything like that. It's just hard for ticket companies to do much. Maybe get a couple contracts. Like they got an interesting idea, but they weren't doing anything. So it's just I did look at it, thought it was interesting. The guy sold it. We had someone else on from what was that? Get Protocol. I mean, there's a bunch of them that have popped up, popped down over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
I just don't know. How do you break into market on that? Really difficult.
That's
and Token
that was one of the
Token-
ones that I think Ran was gonna support, and you're saying it's not so much there anymore.
Let me find the website. Celebrate Ticks, smart ticketing. It's still there. Let's see what's going on.
Yeah, there was 3 companies
Yes.
that said he was.
They have 54 followers on Twitter. They have reposted the Killer Whale stuff.
54.
They don't post much on Twitter. Their pinned tweet is from July and it has 6 likes. Welcome to Celebrate Ticks, the future of ticketing. We'll be launching tomorrow at one of Amsterdam's most renowned nightclubs, the Chicago Club. Come join us. And then they don't post. The last time they posted was they don't really post. They don't post at all. They just share a couple things. Yeah, and there's just so let me go to their website too.
Yeah, you need to
Their
talk to someone like you.
website-
There's the business, man.
So look, I mean, there's just they don't have anything that's like happening or for sale or like I just don't think they're doing anything.
Yeah. So venues would be the way to go. You see, that's the kind of
Well, the venues are all owned by Live Nation. Any venue that matters for the most part in this country is owned by Live Nation.
okay.
Yep. And when Live Nation and Ticketmaster merged, that's why people were calling it a monopoly at the time.
How is it not? Yeah, I don't know.
Right. So they greased the wheels through our lovely our lovely legislature. And here we are, Live Nation, and and all the artists hate Live Nation. They hate dealing with them, but you have to, because if you want to play at any of the 20,000 person amphitheaters throughout the country, that is summer concert series, every state, every city has these big giant amphitheaters. You have to deal with Live Nation. So I know that went off track a little bit. So like seeing a ticket thing, sure, I was excited. And then I looked at it and I'm just like, I don't know what you guys are doing. Like maybe they're doing some cool stuff in Amsterdam in the club scene, but like there's not a lot going on the socials. There's not a lot of action. And that was 6 months since the show,
Yeah. Yeah. They can't even see what kind of souvenir ticket you get, or
I just clicked on their blog. It says coming soon. Like
Top Shot's still in beta, so we're all moving at a slow pace.
I think everybody wants to do stuff in Web3, but you're right. Like K Money and NFT guy were like, nah, it's like I think they brought the wrong. It would be more interesting if they would have brought like Claynosaurs and like some of these real projects that are popping off, but doing it 6 months ago and then having it drop now. And we're looking through these and like there's literally nothing going on these ones, and the show's coming out right now. Isn't that kind of embarrassing for them?
Yeah, you could real time check it up and see how they've been doing for the last half year and not seeing anything. Yeah.
I wonder how many people are watching like the show. I mean, I know that they released it for people that like had their token or whatever, like it was like private. And then, recently, I guess last week, you could see it now. You can watch it on Amazon and YouTube and Tubi and stuff. But I don't know. I'm like, I wonder how many people are going to watch this show. I mean, obviously we watched it, but, or how many, I think also, it also feels very like, okay, if you're into NFTs or crypto, then it makes sense. But if you're not, then it's like, you're probably not going to watch this. Like they definitely are obviously catering to like people that are in the industry.
That's what it felt like.
Yeah. They don't explain a lot of things. They just kind of go into it. But yeah, I mean, if there's a season 2, I'll watch season 2. Like, sure, I'll watch it.
Maybe it'll have some updates from season 1. We'll see.
Yeah, you never know.
Someone needs to listen to like some critique. I mean, honestly, I don't watch a lot of these kind of shows. Like I used to watch, if I watched any reality TV, it was with my wife like 10 years ago, watching like Real World Road Rules Challenge. It's like, what else? I don't even know, like that kind of stuff. And like, this was to me almost unwatchable. I gotta be straight up honest. I did not like it. I did not think it was good television. Yeah. You guys made me watch it. Thankfully, I didn't have to pay for it.
And you didn't even watch all of it. Me and Andy, we sat through every single episode. You didn't even finish all the episodes. That's just messed up.
You didn't get to the NFT one.
Yeah, that was the best one. I mean, it wasn't the best one, but well, yeah, I would also agree. Like, I was bored as well, and I can't remember if I said this before we recorded or after, but I definitely like paused it several times and like, took a nap or like scrolled on Twitter. Like, I was bored watching this show, and I mean, I wanted to like it. Like, I wanted, I thought it was a great thing for crypto because it's like, oh, exposure, like a show about crypto and NFTs. Like, I think this is huge. But the first thing is not always going to be the best. So I have a little grace. I'm like, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect.
I think the biggest thing thinking about it as we've gone through all this is they just picked the wrong projects to pitch.
Maybe
I think that they put garbage up there. They put the NFT NYC booze.
Can you imagine what they turned down? I mean, there was definitely.
Oh yeah, well that's because everybody that had to, like, They did a very poor job of vetting that. Now, I mean, and especially like you said that. So they got thousands of applications. They needed to go to people that are doing cool stuff and bring them on. They should have had Luca on
Right.
there talking about, and they needed to have a
Wow.
prize.
Can you imagine if that was like,
That would
you
have
know,
been sick.
They needed to have a prize.
I know.
And they needed to like bring the people back and like see who won. You know what I mean? Like, huh? What was going on here?
I
Like
know the original
50
plan,
ETH or something.
we were going to like watch it like, oh, it's only 2 hours for the whole season, but I too had to wait like once a day. I'm like, I could get through one a day. But okay.
Did you watch
and
it with? Did you watch it with your wife, Andy?
I think she saw maybe 5 minutes of like me watching it.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mostly watched it on the
She
computer.
didn't watch it with you. Oh, okay. That's
No.
fine.
But okay, so I will say it's really hard to make TV shows. I worked behind the scenes before, and so props to all them for putting out something creative, but that's my nice thing.
Okay. What was your bad thing?
No, I'm saying something nice. I don't want to say something
Oh, okay.
bad at the end.
That's
I agree
it?
with you
That's the
guys.
only
I
nice
was
thing
kinda
you
bored.
have?
I mean,
Okay,
I wouldn't
yeah.
watch it again, probably. Like if there was, I mean, I'll watch the second season, but like if there was like 6 more episodes for a season one, and this was like what to expect, I wouldn't be in for it.
That's true. That's fair.
Because yeah, it's like you said, it's aimed at crypto audience. It's real slender. I mean, I can't see like I couldn't see my wife sitting down and watching this for like what reason. I don't know what she would get out of it.
Yeah.
See this. So the hello token, because this is Hello Labs put on this show.
Hello. Why do you say it like hello and not hello?
Hello. Hello. Hello.
I don't know. You just said that is so weird. The way you said
Because well, the way I'm saying is probably because I'm like, this is weird. So even on their own website, it pops up to swap, which I'm not even going to come close to clicking. And it has a little warning that says risky on their own website where it says get hello now. It says risky.
Hope you have wildcard set up.
Like I am just like, what
do
are
it,
they?
do it.
It seems like this show was something to do with the token is like the biggest scam since Machi getting $11 million for an AIP.
Oof.
Yeah,
you know what?
I said it.
I would love to see like behind the scenes, like on Twitter or like, other platforms. Like, I think that would be
Yeah.
really cool to kind of see behind the scenes or to have people like talking about the show. I know they did a Twitter Spaces, but I really like watching videos, like a video of them like talking about making the show or, the panelists' experience being on it, just like getting me more into it because I feel like I needed like more from this.
You want to see, so that is true. We did need more in the context of the show, but I will say that I have like this show is so bad that I'm not going to go watch behind the scenes.
Right. I just want to.
I don't need
like,
the director's cut. Like I don't need.
Their Twitter Spaces had like 60,000 people in them.
Did they really? Oh, because of Mario.
I don't know if they really. did.
Mario bought it.
That's what they said they had.
Yeah. This is funny. The partners, like the
Mario.
people that put this on, CoinMarketCap, Uniswap, PancakeSwap, Bidget, which was one of the whales, Sony Music, Universal Music, but Altcoin Daily, which was another one of the whales. So the whales didn't get paid. Some of them, at least, they paid to be on.
Oh boy.
No, I'm dead serious.
No, yeah.
That's what I'm seeing right here.
Yeah.
And Uniswap, another funny thing, I read that in the last year, I read this, I don't know, don't take me exactly, maybe it's wrong, but Uniswap brought in like $350 million just in user fees, like fees from swaps.
Wow.
Yeah. Uniswap, huh?
Okay, so now I just really want to talk to a whale and ask them, did you get paid for this? Like, I'm honestly leaning toward no.
Just ask K Money, because K Money is the one that might have gotten a little something because he's not going to sponsor it.
Why would he get a little something though? I don't know.
Because like maybe they were like, well, because they're probably
They
like,
gave
well,
him hello tokens.
Because no,
Oh
because
yeah, the
listen.
tokens. Maybe they just got the tokens. Like
Oh
that would make
yeah,
sense,
he's like,
right?
yeah, I got hello tokens, and then he's like, I tried to swap it and I got drained.
No. No.
Yeah, that's he probably did it. We'll give you 1,000,000 hello tokens, I
The thing
guess.
is, he was only on one episode. Like, how about the
That's
people that were
because
on multiple?
that's because he well, the people that were on multiple are the people from Altcoin Daily and Bidget. Because look at the
Maybe.
names.
Maybe.
And Wendy O maybe is a personality. Wendy O runs the largest female-led crypto show on the planet, supposedly.
That's
So
what
maybe
she describes herself as. Yes.
so I think like these weirdos that we never heard of before that are sponsors bought their way on, and then like
These
they
weirdos. Damn.
so excuse me, these I'm being a little too nonchalant here. These these people that are extremely successful. Now, honestly, I'm the weirdo.
Oh
I'm
my
sitting here
gosh.
talking about their TV show. So let's be clear. I am the weirdo. These people run gigantic corporations that are sponsoring their way onto shows. The people that I never heard of before that that were on all the shows bought their way on. It seems like.
And then okay, so then the next question is,
But
where
they
did-
probably get hello tokens also.
yeah, yeah.
Because why not? Because why not? Let's
Why
give
not?
everybody
Just
hello.
give everybody.
Yeah, hello tokens. That's going to be what I've heard, not financial advice, but
That's the next.
the hello token, yeah, is the next currency of the metaverse.
Is the
and
next Nick.
It's probably gonna surpass Sol and ETH as the number 2 overall token, the hello token.
Yeah,
You
definitely.
heard it here first. I'm not being sarcastic by any means, folks.
And by that,
You're
he
not a
means
holder?
he is being sarcastic.
Oh.
So keep that in mind, folks.
I just found out about the hello token 4 minutes ago, but the way they've distributed it, I put the white paper through GPT, and I am diamond hand for life. Is all I'm gonna say.
Okay, we need to go over what we rate this out of.
Yeah.
Out of no, what we rate it out of 5.
Okay,
So-
that's fair. Out of 5. Yeah.
Who would like to go first? Now, first of all, I will say that I gave it a 5 out of 5 on Amazon because go crypto. But
Okay. yeah.
obviously,
Oh,
I don't
wow,
truly
right.
think that.
That's actually kind of that's like that's true. Like, Andy could vouch for me. So like it's with the family. Like even if your child is acting bad, so how's he doing? Oh, he's amazing. The best ever, Even if they're like being a complete jerk. So when it's in the family, you do support.
Yes,
to
everybody
the
go
outside.
give this 5 out of 5
Right.
on any platform because we got to keep pushing crypto forward here. But in the
I'll
context
go
of this
first.
review-
I'll go first with the rating. I'm gonna rate it 0.420 out of 5. And that is
420,
generous.
huh?
That's being generous. It's being generous.
That sounds like a sink. Okay.
Yeah, sync. It's not this that show. I have a feeling. What are the reviews like?
There are no reviews on Amazon yet.
Really? What?
Well, it just came out. I mean, I wrote one, but it hasn't showed up.
All right, I'm going. This is like you guys give your. I'm gonna find some reviews, and you guys give your your
Okay,
rating.
Andy.
All right. I won't be too. Wow. 0.42. I'll go 2.5. I mean, I sat through 2.5 out of 5. I mean, there's definitely room for improvement. But it's not a total flop of a concept. There's the basis of something here. So I mean, I'll go 2.5 out of 5.
Okay, so that's a 50%. That's an F. So technically, it is a flop.
Yeah. But I would give it 5-star review on Amazon though,
Oh, let's go.
or a rating. I don't think I'd write a review. I'll give it the rating. So it's
Yeah. Okay. I would honestly. I guess I'm. I didn't think I was gonna be the most generous one here, but here I am. I will give it a 3 out of 5, which is a D. Okay, that's a 60%. So it's still failing technically, right? Isn't a D
Yeah.
failing? So still failing, but a little bit better because I don't know. I had to give it. I just had to give it some extra points for trying. And then, I just feel like they really spent a lot of time on this and it wasn't that bad. but maybe a 3 is too generous. I don't know. But yeah, definitely not more than that. So
All right. So Mike might have tanked the average, but it's not a bad average for them probably. I mean, it's look, like I said, it's not easy to do. Good on them for trying doing this for the crypto space. Maybe get some better whales.
Yeah, we could do a TV show.
Wait, Andy, how long do you think that this took since you like been behind the scenes?
What
Like for them to like put all this like to produce
the
it or
pre-production, yeah, they put some work into it, getting like the scheduling, getting everyone in one place, and I think the place where they were interviewing everyone was the garage from Batman. Well, I want to say the Dark Knight. That one
What?
famous scene of there's a famous scene of Bruce Wayne and with the Batmobile in this long, well lit like garage, and I'm pretty sure they said it's the same garage that was used in the Dark Knight.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, so no time estimate.
Oh, I I didn't do too much of a pre-production like that, but I imagine it took a good amount of time to get all that together. I mean, it is definitely work to get everyone scheduled and out there, and I mean, the filming probably took a few days. They probably flew all the whales in, like, probably one day for each episode. They probably were there for like 12, 14 hours and knocked it out for one day.
Damn.
Then post-production takes, a lot of time too.
Well, there we have it. I guess that is our recap and review and spoiler.
Yeah, let me talk about a couple of the reviews here because this is lame.
God. You found some.
Yes, if you go to imdb.com,
Okay.
there's not a lot of places that have reviews on this, but they have reviews here. And it's obviously this is like Chat GPT. Hello Labs absolutely killed it with this one. If you enjoy crypto like I do, you'll love this show with recognizable judges like Rand Nooner and Scaramucci. Even if you don't like or cafe about crypto, it's an absolute enjoyable, dynamic adventure to keep you entertained.
Adventure.
I know. My wife doesn't care about crypto, and we watched the whole thing together.
How did he get his wife to watch the whole thing if she didn't care about crypto? That's crazy.
But I mean, this is and they're all 10 out of 10 every review. Killer Whales, the crypto NFT focused TV show produced by Hello Labs. Like, who's putting that in their review? It's so fake. Takes viewers on a thrilling voyage through the uncharted waters of Web3. In each episode, Web3 entrepreneurs present their groundbreaking projects to a panel of industry experts. These influential figures, including venture capitalists and Grammy-nominated music producers, or maybe there's one producer. Sorry.
Yeah, that's singular.
There's a lot of... The tension is palpable as the entrepreneurs from around the world compete for the whale's favor.
Yeah, but that's the thing too. They don't seem really all that like competitive. Like it's not like they're like competing against each other. They never even cross paths with the other competitors. Like if this is a competition. And they also should have, the very last one maybe should have been like, here were the ones that had the best, like the most votes, and I don't know, some type of like finale type thing.
Yeah.
But okay. Anything else we wanna add to this Killer Whales review?
Nah, I think people are gonna be more riveted by our review than actually watching the show.
Yeah, you don't even have to watch this show, guys.
No, you don't.
Maybe just have it running in the background for the sake of crypto,
One of the reviews. Okay, the last review I'm going to talk about, because this is really good. It's meaningful. It's really
real.
It's a review. It's well thought out. It does say warning spoilers, so I guess the website deemed that there are spoilers in here. The review is great investment opportunity.
That's what it said.
What?
Yes.
Oh no.
Yes.
No,
That's the whole review. 10 out of 10. Great investment opportunity. Warning, spoilers.
Okay.
Yep. Spoiler alert. The hello token. Watch next week. We'll come on. The hello token will be like 100x.
Always. Yeah.
It'll be
Yeah.
like the meme of the year.
I could
Everybody
be like, you
loves.
can't believe what I just bought, guys. Hello, token.
No, watch tomorrow hit and like all the rages this show. Everyone actually really liked it, and like all the companies start blowing up, and we just have this horrible episode of ripping it.
Yeah, just ripping it to shreds. Just,
Yeah.
hey, we're being honest, okay? Honesty
Jenny
above
gave it
all.
3 stars.
3 stars.
Put it on the
Yes.
poster.
That was Jenny is very, very nice.
What can I say?
Very nice, always.
Okay,
I thought I'd
any
like it
last
less,
thoughts?
honestly. Yeah, I thought I'd like it less. So I mean, you know what? I guess in
Okay.
the end, it I don't know. It did a
It
little
exceeded
better.
your expectations.
It
Wow.
exceeded my expectations. Put it on the poster.
That's
my final thought.
amazing.
Exceeded. That's a review. How about the review? She like 4.5 out of 10. Exceeded my expectations.
Yes.
I should put a review. You know what? I don't review anything. I've never reviewed anything in my life, but I'm still not actually
Hey,
going to take
link
the
our
time.
review.
No, come on.
Oh yeah, I reviewed our show. Remember Frank Engelke last week? That was hilarious. I did tell him
All
about
right.
that.
Yes, I
He
guess
said,
I'll be
"All right."
hopping off. You have to talk about Starbucks, or are you going to do that?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll do a couple quick minutes on Starbucks, and then we'll pop.
Yes.
Right.
All right, guys. We are
Right.
transitioning into a quick recap segment.
Super quick.
Michael, tell us what we got.
Well, Starbucks has decided to discontinue the Starbucks Odyssey program at the end of March, and
Oh no. Oh.
I feel really bad for the people that were buying into that, that paid a lot of money for that stuff. I don't think it. I mean, it's a shame.
Yeah.
I feel really bad for Steve and Joe, and I talked all about it. I actually never bought anything or got into it, and I'm glad I didn't because I would be upset. That's a shame. It's popular and everything. They seem like they spent a decent amount of money on it because they bought a lot of people prizes. They sent 50 people to Costa Rica. So maybe it's just costing them money. I don't know. All they
It's a
really
weird
did,
time to give up right before the bowl. I mean, come on.
I know.
Starbucks.
Unless they're gonna roll something Web3 into their real program. But there were never socials for this. I asked a bunch of different people in Starbucks. None of them even heard the word Starbucks Odyssey. They had no idea what I was talking about, which was, pretty wild.
Yeah.
So a lot of these Web2 companies, Starbucks apparently didn't have the teeth for it, didn't really go all in on it. I don't know. I don't know what to say. It's sad. I was definitely saddened to hear that because, I've learned a lot from what they did and used what they're doing to show people something really good that's happening in Web3. And, I'm not going to call it a rug, but that word has been thrown around.
Okay, but can I so the email that was sent out says, "Dear Starbucks Odyssey member, thank you for joining us on this adventure. Together we celebrated a shared love of coffee, and you created a community by traveling together through digital coffee experiences, games, and challenges. As we turn to the future, we want to let you know that the Starbucks Odyssey beta experience will close on March 31st, 2024. There's part of me that feels like the beta is ending, therefore it's being open to the public. Is there any part of that that's a potential, do you think?
I think that is wishful thinking. I talked to somebody, and what I hear is that it's part of a larger corporate program restructuring. I know the people that work there. Steve worked there, and he announced on Twitter that he lost his full-time job.
Okay. He was doing that full time?
Well, yeah. I don't know. Let me see he does a lot. He does Coffee with Captain 3 hours a day. He does that 24 hours a week. Whatever. No, it's 15 hours a week. But he was what did Steve say? He put it out there.
Oh yeah, I see it.
Yep.
He says, sharing some very tough personal news. Starbucks has decided to sunset Odyssey. There's a ton of uncertainty about my future now because I lost my full-time job, but I'm doing my best to look at positives. And then he just talks about being grateful and stuff. But that is kind of, it feels so abrupt. Like, oh, all of a sudden it's going to close on March 31st. Like, that's literally this month. Like, that's so
I know.
soon.
And it says like we're gonna stop like supporting your stamps on Nifty Gateway. Like, no, you just a lot of them they gave away, but a lot of them you sold too.
Yeah. What about the people? Wait, so are people like, were people still
Yeah,
able
the
to buy?
prices
Like,
plummeted. Yeah.
yeah.
And the
Okay.
prices have crashed. And sadly, not sadly, but I'll go into the Discord right now. The last I was in there, it was like people are still like, "Oh, I can't believe we're able to get stamps for the first ever for the largest company in the world at these prices now. I never thought I'd see it." Like, yeah, there's a reason because they just poor. But
Yeah.
hopefully, I'd love to see them. I'd love to see them incorporate and say, like, we learned so much. Now we're incorporating Web3 into our real program. I would love to see that, but
Right. And who
that's
knows, maybe as the bull market, continues, like they'll bring it back. Like, I mean, I don't know. There's always some type of, it is on chain. Like, this is on the
yeah,
blockchain after
yeah,
all.
you're right.
So,
No, everyone's got their tokens. Everyone's got it. Like, they're there forever. They could always add utility and bring them back and do anything built around them for sure. That's the brilliant thing on the blockchain.
yep. So,
Yep.
I guess
You know,
RIP.
here's the move. Oh my God. I need to talk to somebody. If you're like a coffee, like board, isn't there like a Bored Ape coffee? Here's what you do. You vampire those wallets so hard.
Vampire. What does
Like
that
a
mean?
like a vampire attack. They say that's been like the thing where like people go after like, so like if a new marketplace comes, they'll be like, we're airdropping to anybody that has used MetaMask because they want you to
Oh,
come to
right,
the, you know
right.
what I mean? Like they like or anybody that's used OpenSea. So like you go, if you're a coffee company, I know the one Ghost Roast that did it. So somebody's got to go after these Starbucks Odyssey people, right? You know what I'm saying? And you can do it on
Mhm.
chain. I mean, it should be Dunkin' Donuts. They should be like, everybody that has anything Starbucks Odyssey gets free Dunkin' for a month.
That would be crazy. I mean, that'd be amazing.
Yeah, because you're right. What if they did that? Anybody that owns any Starbucks, we feel bad for you. Those corporate sons of bitches that are shutting down unions everywhere they can are now taking away your stamps. Anybody that bought one, you get free Dunkin' for a month, baby.
That would break the internet.
Go. It would. Dunkin' would be the coolest Web3 company of all time. And then they could drop a token like the DD, like $DD, and like be a meme token. Oh, man.
That would be
Who do we
hilarious.
know? Do we know anybody at Dunkin' Donuts? Do I need to walk? Do
No,
I need to
I don't know
walk
a
in?
single soul.
Do I need to walk into corporate right now? Like, I'm seriously, somebody is sleeping on this opportunity.
Somebody send this to Duncan. Clip this. Send it.
Do I need to bust the doors open at corporate? Where's Dunkin' Donuts corporate headquarters?
Yes. Probably Cali.
I could become like, what's the guy from Mad Men? I'd be like the new Don Draper if I put this together. They're in Canton, Massachusetts.
Okay. That's a little random.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's see.
wait, are we going over any other updates or just that one?
All right, let's see. That was the most important one. That was the one that happened on Friday. There was, the BOEM token. Like, I hate getting into all these tokens because by the time people listen to them, they're probably going to be irrelevant. But do you know that one?
I saw it on Twitter.
Okay. So I saw it to whatever the night that the pre-sale, it was like actually like a pre-sale, like a drop almost until it was full. And then those people got tokens. If you had put 10 Sol into it, at one point, Deez tweeted that 10 Sol into the pre-sale was worth $250,000 US at one point. That's how much it exploded. Now, about a half hour before the pre-sale started, Beanie tweeted about it and said, this one seems really interesting. Seems to be part of a new meta. That's what I like about Beanie. That's why I have my notifications on. Because I didn't follow up on it. I was out and about. But I saw that. And it's one of the ones that clicked in my head. And it's a shame. And I missed out. I mean, I wouldn't have held it that long, but he was like, yo, pre-sale's happening in 30 minutes. Seems like some of the cabal's getting in on this or whatever. And like, it was the one. It was the one, the BOME token.
What ended up happening with the Nick token? Remember you bought it for like a quarter of a cent or something like that?
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, I bought it for a quarter of a cent. It went up to like, I sold at like some of it at 1 cent and some of it at 1.25. And then it went up to like 3 cents. Let me see where it's at right now. I haven't heard about it recently, so it's probably dead. I don't have any now.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, these things come and go. That's why it's like that. There's like not a ton of news
It's like a
in the
hot
NFT
potato.
space.
It's a crazy hot potato.
Yeah. So the Nick token is now under a penny again. So like it went up, and it went all the way down, and it's gonna die. It's gonna die.
Yeah, because the Nick craze is kind of, you can only have a viral moment for so many days.
And then there's the next one. What's the
Yes.
Boom doing? Let me see what the Boom is doing. Because that's another one. I mean, it's down 20% in the last day. It's probably also going to die. That might have another moment because there are a lot of influencers that hold a lot of that. That might have another moment, the Boom token. And we're recording on, what is it, Sunday night, 3/17, St. Patrick's Day here in the U.S.
That's right. It is St.
Here in the
Patrick's
U.S.,
Day.
I said. St. Patrick's Day in Ireland, I guess. And we celebrate. We do celebrate here in
Of
the
course,
US.
any reason
Yeah.
to party, Americans are there. But okay, yeah, I mean, that's
Speaking
pretty
of
much
Nick,
it.
by the way, did you see Nick was on Dave Portnoy's show?
I didn't watch it, but that's
Yeah.
amazing that he was
It was
on that.
pretty amazing. It's pretty
Yeah.
amazing. And his name said Choose Rich Nick. They're like, that's his like new nickname.
Nice.
He held his own though. They talked about all kinds of stuff. We talked about bodagos and like it was good. Nick's funny, man. Nick is cool. I like Nick a lot. Like he can make fun of himself. He's got a great sense of humor. I've always liked Nick. I've known him for like 3 years. I've always liked Nick.
Yeah. We had
Yeah.
him on like 2 years ago, which feels
I
like
know he
so
did.
long. But
Yeah. Yeah. We had him on in the middle of the complete collapse of the market.
we
is when
did
he
it
came on.
first. Dave Portnoy.
Yeah, exactly. I know. That's how Dave Portnoy found out about him was listening to our show.
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. Obviously. Yeah, there's nothing really else to talk about. Earlier today, this dude, Dekadente, who's some artist on Soul, raised $32 million for his yet to be released token called Smole, SMOLE.
Yeah, another one of those. Oh, here's an address.
Yeah.
Send your money to it, and
I
people
know.
just do it. It's insane.
I know. How do you get 32 million?
Yeah, from a bunch of boneheads. I don't know. Like that's so
Yeah.
crazy, and the fact
I
that they
know.
trust this person to give them tokens, like they can literally just run away. Like so many people have done this time and time again, and then the people that sent the money, they always get mad, and it's like, bro, you literally sent money to a random person that said send money to this wallet address. If you send money to a wallet address after somebody had tweeted send money to this wallet address and you'll get tokens, you deserve to be rugged. Like I don't know what to tell you. Like
It
you
is
deserve to be
it
rugged.
is the most unadvisable things. There are times it will pay off, but it is completely unadvisable, and you have nobody to blame but yourself if you get screwed in a situation like that. It sucks, but that's the truth. Did you see what OX Quit did? You know, OX Quit, kind of security expert. Yep. They did that. They were like, fuck it, here's the address. Send it in. And it was an ETH address. And everybody that sent, they received back a dunce cap, and depending on a soul-bound dunce cap that can never be taken away from your account. And depending on how much you sent, you could get, that's like how the level of dunce cap you got. And then there was a cool mechanism in the contract that you can just recall any money that you sent. So whatever you sent, you can just recall it back.
Oh, interesting. But
Yeah.
if you didn't recall it, then what?
Then the money just said, oh, he said any money that's not recalled within a certain amount of time is like going to his daughter, or I forget what he said. Something like that.
Nice.
I know. Or his wife or his daughter. I forget.
Love it. That's clever. That's very clever.
I know. Welcome to Web3. Welcome to Web3. And the only other thing, I do want to mention this. I know it's so late. If anybody's listening an hour and 20 minutes into the episode, thank you so much. You are the real ones.
Yes.
But so I was reading this article that the USPTO, the Patent Office, and the Copyright Office, they did a joint report, and they were talking about IP, and their whole report. They spent multiple millions of dollars on this report, and their final findings are that IP laws do not need to be changed to accommodate NFTs. Everything is fine. And at the same time, Seth Green has a show that is sitting on the shelves that he's not allowed to release because his ape was stolen, and he's still trying to get it back.
Wait, still?
2 years ago.
No.
Yes. And then so I found that so ironic that literally when I did my news search, those stories were back to back on Google. And I was like, the irony of like these two, like, oh, everything's fine. And boom, my monkey picture got stolen.
No.
So now I can't put out this TV show. Like, yeah, maybe we do need to talk about something in this situation. But I thought that was funny. This was fun.
This
Killer
was
Whales.
fun.
Two thumbs down on Killer Whales. I'm sorry. Poorly done. It was fun. It was fun though. Fun hanging out with Andy.
I know. It was so special having Andy on joining us. Very special episode. So thank you all for bearing with us, because this was definitely a long one. But I guess with that said, appreciate you all for tuning in to this episode of the NFT Catcher Podcast, and we will catch you in the next episode. Peace.
Thank you for tuning in to the NFT Catcher Podcast. We hope you enjoyed today's episode and learned something new about the exciting world of NFTs. If you enjoyed today's episode, please take a moment to subscribe to our podcast on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcasts. And if you really love what you're hearing, please leave us a rating and review on your favorite platform. If you want to stay up to date with the latest news and insights from the NFT space, be sure to follow us on all the socials at NFT Catcher Pod. You can follow Jennifer at Jennifer_pseudo and Michael at NFTicket. I'm your producer, Andy, and I'm at AJC254. Our theme song's by It's Just Los. We always appreciate your feedback and support, which helps us reach more people and bring you informative and engaging content about NFTs. We look forward to bringing you more great NFT content in future episodes. Thanks for listening. Peace.